What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Hoping a wonderful, wonderful day. Just a reminder, I'll be streaming on this channel at 5 p.m. Central Time today with the brilliant Sydney Watson talking about everything going on in the world today. I hope that you'll come back to the channel and check that out. Joe Rogan is getting some flack, of course, now being labeled between, it kind of bounces back and forth between Elon Musk and Joe Rogan in terms of who's the most dangerous person on the planet, and people constantly use his name for clout and say heinous things. Of course, I use his name for clout too. I mean, I'm making a video with his name in the title, and I'm hoping that you'll leave a like on the video, and that if you enjoy it, you'll subscribe. Kathy Griffin worries that Joe Rogan is more dangerous to America than Trump. Now, Kathy Griffin might be, if there's something lower than the Z list, that's where you'd find the comedian Kathy Griffin. And the only time she can ever literally get her name in the headlines is saying the word Trump. If you're like a celebrity and you rail on Trump, then you'll get headlines. The problem is she can't do anything with them because she's a completely unfunny hack. So she just keeps doing it over and over again. Of course, this is the same person that posted with the head of Trump and said that it was stunning and brave. Look, it was art. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't have done it, but then don't be surprised when the Secret Service shows up at your house and maybe you have to change your underoos. Speaking of which, quick word from this video's sponsor, Sheath. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor. That's right, Sheath. These boxers are designed to keep your balls off your legs. Sheath has 3 individual compartments to keep everything down there separate and cool and comfortable. And hey, since they've been a long-time sponsor, I've heard from many of you who have tried out Sheath and really love it. They were invented by a U.S. Army soldier who came up with the idea for Sheath during his second tour in Iraq, where it was hot as heck and his boys needed to breathe. And on top of all sorts of awesome designs for Sheath, they've added all sorts of winter items, hoodies, gator necks, and all sorts of base layers. Head on over to the link in the description and pinned comment down below. Use my promo code to save and support the channel and keep everything nice, cool, and dry. Comedian Kathy Griffin has suggested that Joe Rogan is more of a threat to the U.S. than the former president Donald Trump. Griffin, who faced backlash, of course, for posing with his head back in 2017, has been a frequent critic of the one-term former president over the years. Yeah, keep talking and the guy will probably run again. However, Griffin now says that she sees the rise in popularity of Rogan, who is Spotify's top podcaster, and has been accused of spreading misinformation on a show, as caused more concern than Trump's army of supporters. Speaking with New York Magazine contributing editor Don't Care on our podcast Also Don't Care, Griffin shared her thoughts on Rogan in the midst of the criticizing billionaire Elon Musk. There you go. So much of this just comes off as like petty jealousy, doesn't it? I haven't seen Joe Rogan in years, Griffin said. And I said to Judd Apatow, you know, the guy that cheated on his wife over and over again, if I ran into Joe, I haven't seen him in probably 15 years, I could probably have a conversation with him. He probably wouldn't recognize you. After explaining that she got to know Joe when he appeared on the 90s sitcom News Radio, while she starred in the classic comedy Suddenly Susan, she added, it's kind of the Roganization of America that I'm now more worried about than Trumpism. While Griffin didn't specify the source of her concern about Rogan, she told the interview earlier this year that she makes a point of avoiding, quote, guys like Joe, what super successful, fit, well-read, entertaining, creating jobs. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Quote, his fan base is very frightening because the misogyny runs so deep. See, the thing is, like, these clowns just say stuff. They just, words come out of their mouth, but there's like no actual evidence backing that up or any, you know, real rhyme to the reason. They're just saying these things. When I make fun of his show, the Elon Musk army comes after me. The Rogan army comes after me. They're very into swarming. I've known guys like Joe my whole career, and guys like that are best to stay away from. There are other people that can get in the arena with him. This is the classic Oh, I punched this beehive. Oh, all these misogynistic bees are stinging me. For his part, Rogan has been critical of Griffin in the past, questioning on his show why she isn't banned from social media after posting that controversial photo with the mannequin's head. He pointed out to the popular figures that could make derogatory comments about a group of people that could lead members of that group public to go after the individuals who might fit that description. Quote, "You're not responsible for that, are you?" "Probably not," Rogan said. "But you've got to kind of feel like you played a part in the way that people look at things, especially people that are very easily influenced." Well, we've got a very well-covered trial going on right now where one media personality, and Alex, is being held responsible for the things that he said. It's quite the kangaroo court. But yes, you actually can be held accountable for these things. Elsewhere during the appearance, she discussed Musk's failed Twitter takeover and said, "It makes me sad because I know this is so simplistic and silly, but I'm one of those dumb Americans that walks around going, man, the stuff he could do with his money." I love how everyone always says that. Like, people without money are always telling people with it how to spend it. It's like people, that meme where it's like people who live in these smoggy cities are telling people in the Midwest how to conserve and how to worry about the planet and things like that. Tying Musk in with her feelings about Rogan, she added that she's blown away that Musk didn't consider himself a fascist when he says so blindly fascist things. Again, no actual backing that up. She went on to call Musk gross for his comments, doing his part to boost the population after it was recently revealed that he fathered another set of twins. "When I saw him at Code, which is an amazing festival of thinkers, what were you doing there? I have to say I was really blown away by hearing him talk. I heard him talk in person twice, and the stuff he says is so provably false. It's just bizarre." Are you a big genius in... how many rockets have you sent to space, Kathy? It's movies like Biodome with Pauly Shore. He's basically Pauly Shore. He's building the biosphere on Mars. Nobody wants to go to Mars. Oh, people do. I am sure. I guarantee you there are people there. There are already people signed up knowing that they're going to die there. And there's a list of people signed up who want to go. So, I mean, that's just, again, in terms of provably false things, again, there you go. And of course, he's also ripping Joe Biden over the recession flap. You're effing with definitions. We talked about this. Rogan is having none of the Biden administration's claims that the economy is not in a recession. The Spotify podcasts are hit out at the president and his aides for refusing to acknowledge that the United States is in the midst of a recession after 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. Their traditional definition for recession. But see, like, what they just did, and if I had said this before, you might think I was crazy, but they just changed the definition. We watched it happen live. Wikipedia. They went to Wikipedia, changed the definition, and then made him right. It's literally 1984. He also made some interesting comments on Mr. Jeffrey. Rogan thinks that he may have been an agent of either the CIA or Mossad, apparently, who have been a part of a plot to collect sensitive information about the rich and powerful. Rogan broached the topic and his connection to Harvard University, last Friday's connection on the popular podcast JRE, which is available on Spotify. My favorite meme about this monster is like, even like his creepy wife too. Like, they've been arrested and locked up for the crime of providing this service to absolutely nobody. Where's the black book? Where's all the actual evidence? Where are the people that use these services that he allegedly provided? He was bringing them to parties. It was like intelligence operation, Rogan said. Whenever he's running, whatever it was a combination of both. It was an intelligence op. They were bringing in people and compromising them. And then they would compromise them. They would use, whatever they had on them to influence their opinions in a way that expressed those opinions, Rogan added. And I don't know why they would want to do that with scientists, which is really strange to me. Well, I mean, yeah, it is a really interesting thing. It's like one of those things as an American and maybe worldwide, because his network really kind of ran worldwide. We saw that. Was it Prince Edward or whatever? Or is that the one that's in the can? I don't know. But like, it just happened and we could do nothing about it. So I don't know. I don't blame people for actually thinking that. Of course, now, you know, we're spinning up we're coming up into the midterm elections right now, and then 2024 we'll have the presidential. 2023, 2024 we'll have presidential elections. Rogan and Elon Musk will be even more under pressure and used as a cudgel against apparently conservatives, which is fine by me. I don't think that anybody who is a fan of Elon Musk is going to just vote the way he votes because he says he's voting that way. I mean, I think that's the dumbest thing you can do. Every year there's like these celebrities that come out and they're like, I remember when that idiot, he idiotically said that like Casey Neistat's like, come on, you got to vote for Hillary Clinton. He was like demanding his viewers vote the way he wanted them to vote. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen on YouTube. But that's neither here nor there. Beware, Joe Rogan, he's coming for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.